more work here on blocks number 8 and 9, and maybe do a couple touch-ups on some other pieces. We're going to start with this guy right here. We're going to start with some blue, I think. Woo! Okay. I got a blob of glue going in my blob of blue. Start by mixing up this blue, putting some coats of paint on this. I'm actually going to start on this backside because this is going to get less of the shading, so I don't have to worry about this drying up, this side drying up so much. So, what up, dude? How you be? Sims Gaming, how you been, my friend? Awesome. Good to hear, bud. Oh. I'm just going to start spreading around this blue. And pretty much all these structure pieces is what I'm going for the blue. Go and probably hit all this scaffolding with this blue as well. Scaffolding. Why do I call it scaffolding? I don't even understand that. But crank away at this as much as I can. Try not to waste the paint. Try to get it spread out. I don't care if it's kind of transparent. The chromatic prime sort of thing I did. The chromatic zenithal prime I did. Shout out Doom and Apathy on Instagram. He's the guy that showed me that. When you do transparent paints over it, it still leaves some of the base color you can see through, so that base color ends up like tinting the transparent color you put over it. Basically like slap chop method, but taking it to the next level, because slap chop just uses the zenithal as your highlight, but doing a chromatic zenithal actually adds a color which will change your pigment quite a bit. So I woke up, I came down here this morning and there's a bunch of water all over the floor again. So and pipes are making weird noises. So if I jump up and run over somewhere, run out of, out of scene or whatever, it's because I'm probably not trying to get trapped in flooding Underhive. So. And I am going to cover up a lot of this with brown because it has the texture all over it. So don't have to be worried about getting everything colored blue. I just want the things that are like obviously untextured. Need some more blue. This isn't cutting it. It's fine. It's my last couple of pieces, so if I can get these last two done with and use up the rest of this paint, I'll be fine. Make some paint. Oh, that's awesome that I stream right before you go to school. What up, there's? I missed that. I can't read that fast. Maybe, I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet. Nobody else is moving around yet in this section of the Underhive, so I'll have to wait to see what's going on there. You just hit me up whenever you are ready to, head out or whatever. You tell me, and I will certainly have an answer for you at that moment. But I'm not gonna go wake people up unless I have to. Might actually help if I switch to a bigger brush. There's a lot of surface area to cover up here. Yeah, let me switch to a bigger brush and then try to do the detail work. What am I thinking? I don't know why I do stuff like that. It's like, oh, I have this big giant area to cover. Let me switch to the smallest brush I have. Why is this taking so long? Again, just cranking through this, trying to get a coat of blue on all this scaffolding. What the heck? Unfortunately, I already need some more blue. Another batch of this blue mixed up. Water down just a little bit more. Not that much. Whoops. I done did it now. That's alright, I got a lot of blue to paint, so I really should have just done this big batch in the beginning instead of trying to do a bunch of little batches. Good. Just want to make sure I'm getting everything. I'm not getting distracted and hopping around too much. Back wall. slowly making my way through this. It's a lot of detail shoved back into this little corner here, so it's not going to be the easiest to paint. So I'm not going to try for something crazy. Just going to put this in a little bit more. So I'm not even going to try for something crazy on this back wall. I'm just going to try to get color on it. Try to get as much of this coated as I can, to be honest with you. Just got a little bit around the corner I gotta finish. Damn, okay, we looking good. We're almost done with this. You want to just put another layer on here. Make sure I get all the insides of all the different chunks of scaffolding. Good. Okay, so now I can kind of start to highlight this or something. Put a blob of white down in my palette. My other brush makes me have a mid-tone. Not a good spot. mid-tone, and I'm just going to imagine that the light is coming from this right here, this stack of candles. I'm going to start this whole highlighting process with stippling in some mid-tone on all the sides that are facing facing this piece right here. Okay, and now I'm gonna go a little bit lighter. Try to punch up this highlight higher and higher and higher until we get it kind of almost to pure white. Pushing this highlight up and up. Pushing this highlight up as much as I can without actually getting to white. Not bad, huh? That's pretty bright. Keep going with it a little bit more. Since I am trying to make this a little bit more extreme in this, coming from this light source. Awesome, Bears. You the bomb. You the bomb, bro. I like that. That's cool. What if I can get... No, there's no way, because I am out of blue. I just want to add a little bit more kind of stippling mid-tone going on here, so it isn't too bland, I guess. Cool. Maybe same thing here, just a little bit of variation. In fact, I feel like this guy needs a little bit more down here. He is catching light back there. All right, well, cool. That's done with the blue there. I think I'm going to go ahead and just switch this out. This guy, start hitting up these puddles, or these bottles, because there's a lot of them. There's a lot of surface space to do on this one. Alright, I might actually have to stop because the water has now exploded everywhere, and so I'm gonna have to get out of here and clean up water. So there goes that. Sorry about that, guys, but I gotta bounce. There is officially a flood happening in my basement again. So I'll catch y'all later.